Hey, what's up? This is Chris on the longest way, trying as always to walk back from China to my home in Germany. Today is June the 25th, I think, 2023, and yesterday was interesting. Wow, look, the forest looks so nice with the light. Ooh, I like it. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna tell you later how yesterday was weird and cool, and now I'm gonna just enjoy this fucking forest. Later. Alright, so yesterday my good friend Louisa from Munich came over, walked with me for a day. We first went to a place called Altötting, which had a black Madonna. Basically somebody made a statue of the Virgin Mary like 700 years ago or something, and then it kind of turned out dark. Nobody knows why really. And the thing is supposed to like bring about miracles, like healings and stuff, or protect people. So there was a shrine. It was incidentally the most important shrine in the German speaking world, which we learned later. And there were all these like these offerings. People, they get healed from whatever illness, or like they live through an accident, and then they decide, okay, this was the Madonna. Who else? Maybe a doctor, maybe the Madonna. And then they paint a little picture, or they get a little picture painted, and then they hang it up there. So there were thousands of those pictures. It was really interesting. I put some pictures on my blog. I took a few photos of pictures that were there. It was really interesting. The oldest were like 400, 500 years old. The younger ones were like from last year. I think somebody lived through COVID or something. It was fascinating. And then we kept walking. And then in the evening when we got to Mühldorf, our destination where we had booked a hotel, it turned out that they had like a street festival. So we're like, with the caboose, we walked into the street festival, and then we parked the caboose at the hotel and went and I had a chili sin carne at the street festival, and we had a bunch of booze. So it was awesome. Like really, it was a good day. Yeah, and today I'm walking through this forest here. Louisa went back by train. Her train got delayed like by an hour or something. And so we had a bunch of cake in this little bakery, and we talked to the owner, and he is like this world champion baker. Like he makes cakes that look out of this world. And yeah, it was good. Obviously it was good cake. And now, yeah, the forest. I'm walking through this forest. I don't know if the way is correct here. It looks pretty much like nobody's taken it really. And there's supposed to be a World War II bunker ahead somewhere, like this huge thing, where during the end phase of the war, the Germans wanted to build like this kind of secret warplane manufacturing thing, like this factory under these bunker holes. And then after the war, the Allies, they destroyed most of the bunkers, but one of them is still kind of there, and I want to see that. So that's why I'm kind of going through the forest here, because I want to get to that bunker. Wish me luck. Alright, found it. So there's a sign here. You're not supposed to enter. It's dangerous. Which is, I guess, because they don't want to be responsible if one of these bunker things collapses or something. Oh man, that's gonna be difficult with a caboose. How am I gonna get through here? Oh shit. Might have to park. Why do fucking weirdo Nazis not build their shit so it's accessible? Huh? Turns out that was the wrong way, and this is where it's at. These are some foundations. They're huge in the forest. Okay, these were really flat, and then this one, wow, it's still there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Damn. Okay. Hello. Look at this fucker. I don't even know what to say. Somebody had a barbecue here. Like a bunch of people had barbecues here. Okay. What a place. So this looks like it's out of Zelda. The Breath of the Wild. You get these weird temples. Looks like you just gotta, I don't know, put something together somewhere, and then it will rise up and it will be a temple again, and then you gotta do a puzzle. That's what it looks like. Or rather, that's how you know how I spent my pandemic. Yeah. It's time to go. Lucy, gotta get out of this forest. Bye, temple. There's another memorial here. Apparently the concentration camp inmates that had to build the bunker, I think they were housed here. Oh, that looked like it was from Poland, from the flag. So this is where a roll call used to be, when this was a concentration camp in the forest. Every morning, every evening, they had to line up here. Dead or alive didn't matter. If they were dead, they were just put on the ground. If they were alive, they had to stand. And here it says, from an inmate at the time, he says, roll call was so important to them, one might have thought we were important people. They were counting us constantly, and we truly had no value. It was like an obsession with roll call. This is when they used to live in primitive huts here in the forest, hidden from view, in like huts that were semi-underground, where a lot of people got sick, a lot of people died. About half of them died. And apparently the Nazi government wanted to make 6 major bunkers, like the one that we saw, where they would produce airplanes or other armaments during the late stage of the war. But they only started work on 2 of them. One of them was this one. And so this concentration camp was really important to what they thought would help them with the war effort. Hidden from view here. And then there was a barbed wire electrified fence around the perimeter. And now it's just a forest. The plants have reclaimed the whole area. Apparently the bunkers, like I told you, they were destroyed by the Allies after the liberation. And then these huts and everything, they were so primitive. They were made of wood. They just kind of withered away. Nobody thought to protect them, and now they're gone. Oh, wanted to show you something. Somebody, I was gonna pick this up because I thought it was trash. It's not trash. Somebody put these little rocks there, and under them, I don't know if you can see them, these little papers with names and addresses of people that died here. Michael Honig, born in 08, died in 45. It has his, oh, it's not the address, it's his number, his inmate number. So yeah. I wonder how much taller the trees have gotten since then. There are more foundations of barracks. You can see them pretty clearly here. Even the walls are really straight. They go down here. Here's another one. There is another one. The moss is very soft under my feet. And this pretty place is where so many people died. Half of the people here. About 2,000. And one thing that strikes me is that the evening light going through the trees, I guess it kind of mimics the fence. The electrified fence. In the depth of the forest. So this is where the mass grave is located. They were worked to death. They died of bad hygiene. They moved sick and weak people to Auschwitz. And almost 4,000 died in this camp. Not 2,000, 4,000. And 2,000 were interred in this mass grave here. I sat between the dead because there wasn't any other room. I sat between them and I was not bothered by it. It didn't mean much to me. I'm not saying that it was a comfortable feeling, but that is how we related to death. That there were prisoners in there, that they were tortured, tormented to death, and buried in large numbers in the forest. Many people knew that. But specific details about how they were treated, only very, very few knew about that. This is from a neighbor. Well, somebody that lived close to the camp. What I can't get over, that we went to bed every day, and although it was war, we didn't suffer from hunger, and that something like that can happen a few kilometers away. This is from a lady who lived in Mühldorf at the time. I'm sorry if this is not like a fun YouTube video about traveling and like inspirational or whatever. But I feel that this is important, and I just talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. So Oh man, people have put little rocks on the trees. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's talking about this place here. It says the work group at the mass grave was composed of a commando of 12 prisoners and 4 SS guards. When we got out to the grave, we changed into our digging uniforms in a little hutment on the south side of the long grave. That would be back there. We then moved to the west end of the long grave. That will be there. And the commando was split up, with some men working down in the excavation, arranging the bodies, and the other men shoveling dirt, as directed by the SS men. The bodies were all very thin, with the ribs showing out and no flesh on them. Their legs were as thin as the bone. Man, what does it say on this little book here? There's more comfort in pictures of memories than there is in many words. I'm going to leave you with a little still shot of the rocks here. I didn't bring any rocks.